friends and family, this is SP News Nuggets, and today, you guys, we've got a story coming out of Dallas, Texas, you guys, and this is about a woman that was just found guilty for medically abusing her child from newborn all the way for 8 years. You guys, she just went to trial. She was found guilty and sentenced for 6 years. But let me share this story with you guys, and you can see what I'm saying. Here we go. A Dallas mother who pleaded guilty to injury to her own child, causing serious bodily injury for faking her son's illness, was sentenced by a judge today, serving 6 years in prison on Friday. Kayleen Bowen Wright subjected her 10-year-old son to years of needless medical procedures. CPS reported saying the child visited the doctor more than 300 times and went to 13 major surgeries.
It was too much manipulation, too many lies. I didn't know what to do.
This is Bowen Wright's son, Christopher. She had him on oxygen. She had a feeding tube put into him, G-tube, you guys. He was even in a wheelchair. He suffered all kind of stuff. She said he had cancer. One time she said that he had muscular dystrophy. She put this child through so much mental illness. It was unbelievable.
Claims that she would make, and I would state that that's not true. I was never believed.
Doctors at children's hospitals in both Dallas and Houston trusting the mother.
To say, no, you're lying seems harsh. And what if you're wrong?
Until it became clear things didn't add up.
A lot of times we're basing the next steps of care based on what has happened previously.
Wright claiming their son had everything from muscular dystrophy to heart issues to seizures to cancer, quote, all over his body.
Claims that she would make, and I would state that that's not true. I was never believed.
This child abuse pediatrician says Christopher often appeared healthier than mom was presenting, able to eat normally despite the feeding tube, able to run and play despite a wheelchair. She filed reports to Child Protective Services, and he was removed in 2017.
My heart dropped.
Why is that?
I knew at that moment that Christopher was safe.
Okay, you guys, I'm going to chime in on this. This shows me that the court system and the doctors only believed the mother because she was the mother. And it was not the best interest of the child, but because she's the mother, they refused to believe the father. Now, I don't know what you guys are getting out of this, but this is what I see. And I see this all the time. This reminds me of Brittany Bowens and the Brittany Bowens and the Malia Davis case.
A psychologist also testified that the emotional damage from this case would likely last a lifetime and that treatment for the mother would also likely not work. Now, a judge called this case disturbing, again sentencing her to 6 years in prison.
He claimed that he had issues drinking milk. I never saw those issues.
Ryan Crawford says his son's mother, Kayleen Bowen Wright, surprised him at a custody hearing with news of serious health issues.
I'm crying, saying that Christopher is never going to walk and that we need to, that I need to learn how to take care of a disabled child.
A report from Child Protective Services shows the now 8-year-old has visited the doctor 323 times and undergone 6 major surgeries. He had a feeding tube inserted, used oxygen, and took seizure medication. CPS also found Bowen Wright cut her son's hair and posted this picture of him in a Make-A-Wish shirt claiming he had cancer.
Every single time we went to court, she would say that my son was dying the next day.
During a trip to Dallas Children's Medical Center last month, staff began to suspect Bowen Wright might be trying to induce her son to have seizures and called CPS, which took custody of Christopher and his siblings.
No one wanted to believe me until it was almost too late. He almost died 3 different times due to infections from the 13 different surgeries. So he has a long road ahead of him. And I hate that he had to go through that. I hate it. I hate it so much.
I talked to an attorney tonight who represented Ryan Crawford back in 2014. She said back then she collected hundreds of medical records showing that there was nothing wrong with Christopher. But she said the judge in the case refused to read those records or listen to their side of the story. She says she remembers it clearly because, in her words, it was the biggest flaw in the judicial system that she has ever personally experienced.
Okay, you guys. Now, this is the end of my commentary, so I am going to make sure everybody understood what they had seen if it was kind of disoriented. So the mom she is tried and found guilty. She done went to prison. She done went to jail. Now she's in prison. And she's going to serve 6 years. And the dad has some statements that he said after this. And I'm just going to share it with you. I'm just going to tell you what it is. I'm not going to show a clip because now everything is messing up. I've did so many videos I can't do anymore, you guys. Anyway, the dad was really sad that he had to go home and tell his son that his mother is going away for some time for causing him harm. Now, it has been reported ever since, I guess, October the 14th, this boy is not on oxygen. He's not in a wheelchair. He's gotten that G-tube out of him. And he is thriving and he is doing well with his father. So I just wanted to share this story with you guys because not always we go with people's ideal that they're right just because they're a mother or they have this bond with the child because they carried the child or they're right. You know, we're supposed to have the interest of the child. And it's not always going to be the mom. It's not always going to be the dad either. But you're going to have to pick and choose if you're going to go with the truth or you just want to go with the lie. Because a lot of people want to go with the gender. Oh, that's the mama. She knows better. She the mama, so she knows. That ain't always the case. And as we seen in this situation, and we seen in the Malia Davis case, Brittany was not a good parent to Malia. She did not have that love for her like, you know, other people could have and would have. And that they did show for her. So somebody should have stepped in there. And there's no reason in the world she should have ended up with that child back into, without supervision. Because she doesn't make good decisions. That's not a mother. Just because you can have a baby doesn't mean that you a mother. No, you lay down, had a child. That's what that means. And when you can't take care of yourself, you shouldn't be having children. That's what that means. Anyway, you guys, I want to give a shout out to Leagues of Dads. He's always supported us. And I know he's going to jump on this story because this is right up his alley. But I want to appreciate League of Dads. And if you guys don't have League of Dads, go over there, subscribe to his channel, click that bell for notification so that you can get notified when he's giving you advice and information on stuff like this. This is what he's talking about over there. Stuff like this. When there is a true blue man that steps up and the courts don't acknowledge them, it's not fair. And we know that this happens. This is nothing new. We know. We know it's not fair. And just go with the truth. And not with the gender. Not with, I just want to be on this side to be right. When you know it's not right. Okay, you guys. Click that bell for notification. If you're not a part of this friends and family, come up be a part of this friends and family with us. We go live. We have live broadcasts every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 5 p.m. Central Time. We discuss these topics. We have a call-in number. You can call in and you can voice your opinion about what's going on. I see you guys tonight. Be good, be safe, and be nice to each other. Bye.